My name is David Vining, author of Cross-Training for Musicians. Some studies say that 70% of professional musicians either play in pain or are injured in some way. Not long ago, I was part of this statistic. Fortunately, I was able to recover from my embouchure dystonia. There is no reliable medical treatment for dystonia at this time, so the way that I was able to come back from this was by retraining how I played trombone. I used a lot of different therapies, sort of a cocktail of therapies, if you will, and it took a long time and a lot of patience, and I had a lot of help from some talented individuals. Once I came through this, I knew that the process that I used informed me about how I can help other people remain healthy and become more efficient. So I tried to devise a system whereby other musicians could experience some of what I experienced in the recovery. That's where cross-training came from. Cross-training includes some powerful movement therapies that helped me get better, including some constructive rest from the Alexander technique, some Feldenkrais Method activities, some body mapping, some yoga, and basic stretching. And those 5 modalities are included in cross-training. Throughout the recovery process, I learned a couple of things that are very important that are basic principles that I used in creating cross-training. First, it's that musicians really don't like to stop. Once we get going in the practice room, if we're making progress, we don't want to stop. And that's difficult because the reason some people get injured is they overdo it. So part of what we want to do is practice for a little while and then stop and take a break and then resume practicing, etc. So we want to make those breaks relatively frequent, but also relatively short so that people will actually do them. It would be great to have time to do a 45-minute constructive rest session, but the reality is we don't usually have that kind of time. So cross-training provides bite-sized pieces of these various therapies that you can take a break if you're practicing and then do a 5-minute constructive rest session and then resume practicing and then stop again and maybe do a 5-minute body mapping session, etc. So that's the basic premise of cross-training, is to help you break up your practicing with some sort of healthy movement activity in order to gain global awareness about how you're using your body and to give your body some movement variety to help you stay healthy and keep your music-making movements efficient and supple. So I hope cross-training is as helpful to you as it has been to me.